Oh, like what
Did
happened in the first Pacific Rim where that one water kaiju ripped off his arm as he was about to swing at it.
Welcome back to the second half, y'all. So at the beginning of the round, the Axeman and the Archer detect that the Summoner is in thermal runaway. The mech is going to explode at the end of the round.
Amazing.
Oh shit.
That sounds right.
How big?
Cool.
is
Can I
that
just go ahead and...
It
explosion?
is a nuclear explosion. That's how big it is.
I'm just going to go ahead and run up to the...
Will it
By
destroy this entire map?
Pondo.
I mean, can I just go ahead and like go to the Axeman?
Yeah, just run to me, dude. I'm gonna pick you up.
You can do it at the end of the last round, so
I just teabag right down there. Get you.
that's how it works. You can pick them up in your free hand.
Oh no, I think I'd still want to just... I was like, you know what? I don't want life anymore. I'm just going to...
I think that's in everyone's head canons now that's how it works.
Yeah, I reach down like I'm gonna pick him up, but then when he's close enough, I teabag him real quick just to like trick him, and then I pick him up.
You know, I think there's Gundams that do that shit, where the cockpit opens down at the crotch and then travels
I
up
believe
into
so.
the mech.
It's like there's like an elevator.
Yeah, I'd suggest grabbing the clans.
I mean, see, because that's how it's done. Everyone knows that.
Okay, so what do I have to roll to like Temple of Doom this mech and like reach in and grab out its core and then throw it and it explodes in the air and saves the mech?
I will allow you to do it if you spend your whole turn doing just that.
You don't want to do that.
Yep.
You don't want to do that. Two ERPPCs.
Yeah, you just
want to do that.
You just want me to get shot by that adder. That's what you want.
It's one PPC now, by the way, Pondo.
Oh, I did lose an arm. That's right.
No, he wants the fusion reactor to go off in your face.
Oh, can I tear it out and throw it at the adder?
Yes, it will be extremely difficult.
Don't do it.
But would he still be in its range?
Don't do
as
it.
Well?
It didn't lose either PPC, by the way. That thing
No,
still
got
has
all
two
its guns.
PPCs. Yep.
That's it. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you had lost
Just go
one.
away. Don't do it, Rad.
I will suggest grab everyone and run. That's all I'm going to suggest.
How big is the nuke going to be? Is it just for that like couple spaces?
It'll
Well,
just no, it'll just take out the mech.
Okay. Yeah, I'll grab Pondo and run to wherever you want. Or
Rad.
Pondo can move to you.
All right,
Rad,
let's roll for initiative.
I see that face, Rad.
He goes.
You win.
Yeah. That other guy
By 1
doesn't
point.
have high enough lead, does she?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and
Let me see where he moves
Who's the
first.
better leader? That's right.
The adder needs to stand
Yep.
up. Oh no, I don't even think it can stand up. Let me
can
figure
it
this
stand
out.
up in one leg.
That's a good question. I think it can't. That'll correct me a million
I
times.
thought
if
they
I'm
could
wrong.
still stand up and walk, but they can't run.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's literally just gonna peace out and shoot this axe.
Or that could be just the video games too.
Unless he jumps away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Cause,
You think it could stand up? All right. Well, what did I get on the dice roll? Good enough to stand up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you got an 8.
Oh,
I saw a 4 last time, but then you threw them.
He stands up and looks at the Axeman, and that's, I think, like every part of his turn.
Yeah, I'm going to send over comms, Pondo.
He struggles mightily to get back to his feet.
I mean, I'm already in the Axeman.
Yeah.
Let me fucking tear the heart out of a mech
No.
and throw a nuclear
No.
grenade at another mech, guys.
No, Rad.
Rad, he's on
Rad,
a
there's-
move, so you could
You
just
can jump behind it.
I know, but nuclear
Do it.
grenade.
No.
No, Rad.
Oh my god.
All right.
Arthur knows me so fucking well that he would.
Let
he
me
would
sell
taunt
this
me
to the
with
rest
this.
of you. If the mech goes nuke, you lose everything inside the summoner.
So if we can get the core,
I'm strangely comfortable
The
with that
mech will
idea.
be destroyed. A mech without a core is useless, but you will get all the equipment that the summoner has. If he fucks up this roll, it's going to go off in his hand, though.
which could kill us both.
I mean, anything could kill both of you at any time. Have you ever heard of tetanus?
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I don't.
What is that? The episode of The Office where they do the run to like end rabies?
Okay.
Sorry,
What
I want to sidetrack there.
require before we do this.
If you do this, and you want to toss it at this guy, it is going to take an 8 on your piloting roll.
Just a flat 8 difficulty.
Mhm.
And
I honestly
it was
think just
plus
getting
his
out the core is good
piloting roll.
enough.
No matter what will happen, you'll get the core out, right? The question is, can you hot potato it away before it explodes?
Will the adder still get a chance to shoot us?
Oh, yeah.
Rad,
I don't know if
what
that's
is
still
your
worth it.
piloting roll?
He has a 2. I mean, it's regardless. It's going to be 8 on this
It's 8.
piloting.
I'm already accounting for his piloting roll.
Yeah.
Could I help?
How would you help?
I don't know.
Moral encouragement.
I do have experience at this.
Let me ask a question, Pondo. Is Bandito capable of doing anything helpful?
Yes, I have experience in this. I did it to a catapult.
Oh, my God. Are you
Yeah,
going to go
no,
for it, Rad?
I'm
Are you
gonna
going to put
suggest-
everything on this throw of the dice?
Remember to account for the wind shear.
I did this before because the catapult was going to try to do the same thing to me.
I'm going to be very uncharacteristic.
I'll tell you what, I
and
will
I'm gonna
allow
not
for it.
do it.
I
my
will
God.
drop the difficulty to 7.
No,
Oh,
no,
see,
don't
he's
do it.
fucking,
Fucking with-
he's fucking with you, man.
He is. I'm doing it. I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. Wait. If it blows up on him, does he still get to shoot me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. See,
Does
then
he
I
take
I kind of feel like I'm gonna die, even if I
Yeah,
succeed.
don't do it.
Yeah, don't do
Um,
it, please.
don't do
If it was gonna kill him before he could shoot me, I would do it. I would fucking totally
You
do
would
it.
have had it done it last round.
But I
Don't do it.
can't.
Don't do it. It's like when I was playing poker with my friend and I kept telling him, fucking with him by calling out his Irish pride.
If this were D&D, Arthur could have said, "You need boxcars." I've been like, "I'm fucking doing it."
He's already passed his move.
Don't
so
fucking
I
do
could
it.
just shoot him with
Don't do it.
impunity.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't matter though. He's still gonna get to. If I stay where I'm at,
Jump
he
behind
gets
him.
to shoot me, and I'll take at least 15 to 30 points of damage, and I'll probably be dead. And
that's
even
why I
if
said
I'm
don't do it. Move.
and even if I'm not, my mech will not be serviceable for some period of time.
Jump
So
behind him.
just
I
and-
just have to jump behind him and shoot him
You
in
can
the back.
get here if you
wait,
want. That'd be direct
oh wait,
behind.
no.
This
Yeah,
isn't this
that-
directly behind him.
No,
He's
the
torso twisting.
first square. He's not actually torso twisting.
Okay.
He was facing
Yeah,
that
no,
direction.
So now
It doesn't matter which way you torso twist. Your rear
1,
armor
2,
is still
3,
that
4,
way.
5.
He
can-
is going to, however, torso twist so that he can look at that archer.
Now I can shoot him in the back from here.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
you could actually shoot him from the back from the first one, but still, yeah.
whatever.
I mean, that being there is that way it can't shoot him.
I'm not happy about this, guys. Look, and I'm gonna roll the
Yeah,
dice
so-
just to see what I would have gotten here.
Probably not a 7.
A 9. You fucked
my
up,
God.
son. You fucked
Fuck
up.
all you
You
guys.
didn't believe in the heart of the dice.
I mean,
Fuck
is that
all
you
of
rolled
you
that 9,
guys.
you kill us both.
It doesn't matter. You would have still taken 2 PPCs to the face. It's not worth it. It's
I
not
feel like
worth
I feel like I've made some really
It
bad
was-
tactical
it-
decisions.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
made
probably
a
the worst
terrible
one.
tactical
It
decision.
wasn't worth it.
What are you doing, Archer?
I am.
I'm so upset right
it. Fire everything.
now. This is worse than Beaumont.
I'm just going to
You'll get over it, Rad.
He's in the open, standing still.
Okay.
Take him down.
I will never have another opportunity like that again.
I'm gonna
You'll probably
turn
have plenty of
back to
opportunities. Don't worry
Blixen.
about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him right now.
I just want you to know that it'll be impossible to talk me out of it the next time it comes up.
Fair enough.
Okay,
God
I'm gonna let go with both barrels and hit you with both PPCs. 5, 6, 7. You didn't move. You're in short range. You didn't move.
2 covers.
Starts at 2.
He did
so
technically
it's
move
4.
because he had to get up.
Sure, it's 5.
5.
Plus 2 cover.
Yeah, that's
counts for it.
That's 5. You got a 5.
Just on.
You take 15 points of damage to your left torso.
Okay, give me a sec. Left torso.
That will destroy the outer armor.
Yeah, just on.
And then an 8 to hit location 5, which is the right leg for 15.
Okay, right leg for 15.
Oh
Yeah, that's
boy.
because-
And now you need to make a piloting check to stay up.
Will
Yep.
do.
Just don't box cards it.
No, box
No,
cards.
boxcars is good.
I mean, not by
That's-
box cards it. Just don't
Okay,
snake
so
eyes.
I'm a 6
Knock on
piloting.
wood.
That's a +2. So what would I need to roll?
You need to get a 3.
Just
Okay.
don't snake eyes.
Yeah,
it,
so
knock on
don't
wood.
snake eyes in. You're fine.
Yeah.
Good.
I saw one there and I panicked.
Yeah,
Okay.
he lets go with both barrels, and it fucking hurts. Your mech is lit
I-
up all over the place. You're finally starting to see some very serious armor damage.
Yeah. I open my comms and I just literally flip in the bed.
So
say-
I
I
burn.
don't think he will answer.
Yeah, no, you know how it feels.
one.
I took a bunch of those.
Yeah. I flip him in the
Seven.
bed.
Brad, you're
Say,
muted.
I'll give you one. I'll give you a chance to be
Alright.
my bondsman if you eject, or you're going to probably die.
I think he'll accept the death.
I do not shut down. Okay,
All right.
you guys are up.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot everything again because I have no heat on me.
Is he considered immobile or no?
No.
He-
You would have
He's
been
got a-
considered immobile if he didn't move. But he stood up.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's plus. So I'm starting a +2.
Trees
shooting
give you a
through-
+1 to that.
Yeah,
So you're looking
+3.
at 357.
357. Yeah, okay. So don't just okay, large the LRMs first.
It's box
That'll
cars.
play.
Center torso.
Location
Okay.
7.
Does not crit though.
So that is a 4 +2, that's a 6, yeah. The 12. 5 for center torso.
So it's
Did it
not a
crit?
cluster.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
Next.
next roll.
So it's 4 for this one.
4, yeah. For
Right
right,
arm
arm,
for 5.
So right arm for 4.
5.
He only had a cluster rating of 4, so it was only 9.
Yeah, but he got a +2 because he's
Oh,
got
that's
an
right.
Artemis.
Yeah.
That's right.
And last one. 2.
6.
Right torso.
Again.
Okay.
And then my second LRM 20. That's bang on what I need. Cluster rating of a 7. A 6.
So that's a cluster rating of 9.
16.
That's 16.
Area 6 is right torso for
Torso.
5.
Is that internal?
It's 12, so
yes.
it crits 3 times.
12 means it's
that's
completely
torso's blown
destroyed.
off.
That's only for
Uh,
arms and heads.
Well, the fusion engine goes rampant and the thing lights up and explodes.
Well,
I did message him saying eject and he can be a bondsman.
I mean, let's see if he can eject. You don't even know what a bondsman is. That's the thing. He does eject.
thought we had the.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm just
is bondsman explained in there?
I'll have to
But
check.
either way,
tell
one
us,
way or
right?
another, this combat is over. You have a bunch of heavily damaged mechs and 2 smoking ruins of clan mechs that are essentially worthless. Several minutes later, you find yourselves gathered around a mobile field transmitter from one of your mech cockpits. As you get a call from the dropship, it is Commander Crystal Loft, aka Valkyrie. Your other pilots from the other lance have joined you. They are together hauling the completely scrapped Panther over here. It looks like you're only going to be able to get some armor pieces out of its exploded chest cavity as well. Howler just kind of waves to you all, and then goes back to talking to the 3 Yukikaze siblings, where he's just like fucking frothing at the mouth, screaming at them for not obeying orders.
Whoa. Wait, this is our pirate?
Yeah, this is, yep.
Pirate dude?
So Valkyrie is death glaring him and goes, "Gentlemen, Captain Deathwish, Harridan, you've done a good job commanding my unit. You're to be commended. It seems that you were successful in taking the objective against the heaviest enemy force.
Forgive me if I don't agree, Commander.
Allow me to fill you in. Robinson's raiders attacked their drop area. They chose not to enter into the combat challenge of these Clan Jade Falcons. Their dropship was destroyed on descent by aerospace fighters.
Oh.
We have been able to get contact of one of their mechs who was able to jump jet out of the mech bay before they all died.
Shit, I want to meet that guy.
He is currently deep behind enemy lines being hunted by 20 mechs.
Is there any
wanted
possibility
to meet
we
that
can
guy.
meet up with him?
We are
Pull him out.
considering sending the final dropship to go pick him up, but air cover in the area is substantial. It would be nearly suicidal. For all intents and purposes, Robinson Raiders are a defunct unit.
Very well.
The second mech unit did somewhat better. They landed at their target, put everything they had into attacking the provincial HQ, and managed to capture several Comstar acolytes. It appears Comstar, working on the behalf of the clans, is administrating the local population. This is the proof we needed that Comstar has, in fact, betrayed the Inner Sphere.
That's extremely dangerous information to have, Commander.
Indeed. I suspect that the clans will do anything to make sure that we can't leave the planet. As such, the second unit is going to attempt to fall back with the Comstar acolytes and a number of so-called lab-named scientists. I'm not sure what the process is, but unlike most clanners, they have 2 names. Originally, we had assumed this was something allowed for select Mechwarriors, but indeed, it would seem that their lower caste may also follow this process. I'm sorry, McGurk, are you eating in the middle of a battle call? No, go ahead, warrant officer. I'm sure you're tired after that mech battle.
Yes,
All right,
I am.
So
You
Thank
may
you,
want to
ma'am.
just mute your mic, Rad.
what? So HQ was one of our other targets we could go after, right?
Indeed. The headquarters is very close to the dropship.
To ours
Now-
or theirs?
Stand by. Rapier has been traveling throughout the spaceport and has found some local information for you. I'm going to patch you into him. He's out in the city on a motorcycle.
This should be great.
So you literally get from what is obviously a selfie stick, you get a motorcycle with a dude left-handing a selfie stick, a rocket launcher on his back, and behind him you can see these armored battle suits with like weird wings and SRMs on them, and he's like, "Hey guys, it's me, Rapier. I'm your Pathfinder here. It looks like some of these clan elementals that were in the spaceport are chasing me now. There's only 5 of them, but I think I'll be okay." You like see him bank a left. The whole camera shifts with them. A rocket goes off in the back room. He's like, "No, listen, I found some really great stuff. Apparently, all of the clanners are gathering at the Northern Munitions Depot. According to my sources, there's several technical officers there. They've been refitting all of their mechs there, not at the mech bay. They're trying to retool that munitions facility in the north in order to produce clan technological munitions, specifically autocannon rounds and LRM rounds. Seems like a lot of the mechs on planet are capable of using those kind of heavy munitions, so keep an eye out for them. Rumor among some of the clan lower caste, and then he's like, you see like a bunch of machine gun tracers go past him. He's like, "Sorry, you know, back when I accepted this job, I thought it'd be a lot safer, but it turns out I'm way more competent than I thought I was." Getting information out of people.
You should probably worry about. Yeah, he's going to get himself.
He's
killed.
like, "Give me a sec." Then he just knee holds the motorcycle and like crossbody fires the rocket launcher. You see an elemental in midair get hit by it. It opens
like
up the front end of the elemental's armor, and then like this black gel sprays over his belly, and he's like, I thought that would kill that guy, but he's still alive and moving around. This is
Yeah,
a
you
serious
should probably
problem.
get out of there.
He tosses the rocket launcher off the back of the motorcycle.
He throws like 3 grenades in it first and then tosses it behind him and the whole thing blows up.
Listen, guys,
Jesus
this is really important. It sounds
All
like
having a conversation.
the remaining 6 clan mechs have all gathered up, and they're getting ready to move on your position.
You said they're at the munitions depot.
Yep.
Excellent.
Tomorrow, they're going to be moving on your location.
Well, then we need to gear up and see if we can strike them today.
With what?
Literally impossible.
In mechs, yes.
It's impossible.
We can't. We spend our turn.
Strategically use your whole turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're caught out by mechanics. We can't do a night mission.
You want to do a on-foot night raid at the munitions depot.
I want to blow it
With
up.
other mechs.
Very well. If your whole
Let's not do
team
that.
Oh,
agrees to do this
Let's
mission,
not do
I will
that.
allow you to do it.
I passed on the nuclear hand grenade heart. I will not pass on this as well.
I am hard passing on
It
this.
sounds like
It's a split.
Bandito
I
will
am
not
as
go on a
hard
commando raid.
passing on this. Are you
Bandito.
insane? Did you
I
not
think-
see that feed where that thing took a rocket?
I feel
What
like
do we have?
Bandito. I feel like you're not channeling your inner commando.
I do not.
I
want
just
to
got
die
headshotted.
by one of those.
Yeah, and you survived.
I just
That
got
reminds-
headshotted.
Check you.
Yes,
I don't
and you
think you
survived.
understand.
That thing survived a rocket. Our weapons would do nothing to it.
That's the size of us. Took a rocket. We got shit.
I want to remind you, Deathwish, you're actually injured, and you're probably going to require medical attention.
Yeah, he has like
Yeah,
only 4 health, and he lost 2 of it.
Well, yeah, and I was going to give you an opportunity to take command for once, but I guess I'll go to the
Oh,
hospital.
like you would give me command.
I'll-
Even McGurk is like,
That is
Yeah,
pretty
I'll,
funny.
You lying piece of shit.
I'll do I'll do a quick medical roll to see if I can get.
All right, so the medical roll, what's your surgery skill?
Nice.
Not the surgery total. What is your skill level in it?
Wait,
Skill
many-
level 5.
All right,
let's send the
so
lo-
it will
let's
take
just
7
shell it.
hours to recover Harridan through surgery.
can we shell it with the long tom?
Yes.
Ooh,
Let's just shell it with the long tom.
fuck yeah! Let's blow up the munitions plant with a long tom.
Okay.
Do we want to blow it up though?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
Strategically, do we want to with
Yes.
the
yes,
technicians there to have
this
valuable
isn't even a
information?
question. Yes,
It's either we soften them
Blow it
up until they get to us, where we're not doing so great.
Look, Doctor, it's one of those situations where we take what salvage we can instead of risk losing everything because we are outnumbered and outgunned. Blowing up that munitions plant will help level the field.
True.
Better to get a little bit than none at all.
Hmm.
Especially if they're all 6 of their mechs right now, it's going to be over there.
If they're refitting them, now is the perfect
'Cause
opportunity.
right now we
I
have.
volunteer you to scout since you have that stealth suit of yours.
Let's
He's
start
barely
with...
living.
Look, let's start with the medical roll here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Deathwish, you and Goldstag are out for 7 hours, which essentially means you can't do anything overnight. You require very serious surgery. Make your roll.
We have a Pathfinder. We can use him to scout it
I think he's currently running away from elementals this point,
after he
so-
finishes running away.
Let's see here.
I mean, I want to give this guy a break. He's running
Is
right
there
now.
anything could use to assist me on this?
Plenty of time to break after we complete our mission.
No,
you
and in
just
fact, you're
discovered-
taking a -2 to this because you're doing field surgery.
why can't we just wait till we get back to the dropship?
Why
Because
would
he
you-
needs
heavily
immediate
injured
medical
now.
attention.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
He's only he lost 2 out of 4 health, so
Medical.
he's.
I mean,
so
I
you're
do have a
rolling.
med
You're
patch.
rolling at -2 plus your skill.
I think that's including it.
So my
Plus the
skill
med patch.
5.
I have a med patch.
What does the med patch do?
What does
I
that
also
do?
have a medical kit. The medical kit gives you +1 to Metatech rolls, and I'd have to look up Metapatch.
Okay.
Just +1 to
No,
Metapatch.
you got it. You're now only at a -1.
Okay. Plus my current skill, so that's a 5.
Okay.
Because the benefit rolls a 5 as well. So that in total is a 6 plus 6.
Yep.
No, it's a +4 at the moment. So what's the roll I need to get?
You need a 6 in order to. Sorry, you need an 8 in order to get minimum viable. You need a 14 in order to bring him back to full functioning immediately. Miraculous
Okay.
recovery.
Okay, so
Just don't roll snake eyes.
yeah, I just need to roll what's on them now.
Just don't roll snake eyes. Ah.
He didn't roll snake eyes. It was just
Oh, that
Okay.
was close.
That is a 9.
Yep,
That's
partial
amazing.
recovery.
Good
Let's
enough.
see here. I think it's going to take you.
couldn't other med techs help him?
There are no other medtechs here.
They're on the dropship.
They're on the
Oh, that's
dropship.
We're doing a field recovery,
right.
so that's why it gives me -2.
Character who follows these instructions reverses half a bod. Okay, so here's the deal. Death Wish, if you remain in bed for an entire week, you will recover your health.
I mean, we're leaving in like 2 days. So.
Yeah, so staying in bed is not an option for you. So that -1 to all of your rolls is basically permanent for the rest of this.
Son of a bitch.
Yep. For the rest of you, McGurk and Gray, you're both still on the call with the commander. Warrant Officer McGurk, it sounds like you're going to need to take command there temporarily. You're the senior officer. It sounds like Howler's
Your
having some
responsibility.
problems with his lance. If you could deal with that. What are
I'll address
your
that.
strategic orders for tomorrow?
So out of character to make sure I understand, all of the enemy forces are currently at the munitions bay,
Yes.
and
They're preparing to strike tomorrow.
Howlers and Intel says they're coming to our dropship
The
tomorrow.
rapiers, yeah.
Info, yes.
Sorry, yes.
I
Rapiers
thought-
Not
Info
to your
says
dropship. They're coming to the mech bay tomorrow.
They're coming to the mech
attacking
bay
your
tomorrow.
main force.
to retake it, assumedly.
I think we need to just shell the shit out of it.
Okay,
Yep. If
and
you want to spend all night shelling them with the long tom, you can expend all the long tom ammo, and something will happen.
but then we still need to know what we're doing tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, it takes a whole turn to salvage the battlefield. Is that correct?
That is correct.
The whole
And
day
if you are
sounds
caught while
wild.
salvaging, you will be stuck in a bad position at the start of a battle.
Do we have any seismic sensors with us?
You do.
We have the ones that I possess.
All right, we
And on
need to
the-
set those up here.
And on the third day, we can't salvage. We just leave. Is that correct?
Yes, on the third day, you need to have everything already in the dropship ready to go.
So our only opportunity to gather anything at all
Is now.
is
Just
to
meet 'em
salvage.
halfway.
Is to salvage tomorrow.
That's correct.
Salvage tomorrow. Meet him halfway with the mechs.
You need a unit in order to salvage.
Yeah.
You only have 2 units.
I think we just need to stay with
Right.
defending.
Because our
salvage.
vehicle unit is not present.
That's
Right?
correct.
No,
It is at
they're with the
dropship.
dropship of the spaceport.
Okay. Well, we cannot stand against 6 clan mechs. There's just no question about that. Even if the long tom is incredibly successful and takes out 2 of them, we can't stand against 4, I don't think.
No, because what the original plan was.
What if
that
you
we-
bring in the dropship? What if we bring
That's-
everything we have to the mech
That
bay?
was our original. Yeah, we're bringing the dropship, everything there, have
Yep.
it set up there. We'll be
That's
out
what we're
there-
going to have to do.
If you begin effecting repairs, have you checked the mech bay yet? Are there any surviving technicians? What
We
about
haven't had time to recon that yet.
perhaps you'll be able
What-
to find spare cockpits and get the Wolverine working?
Do we want to send the second lance to scout the mech bay while
No.
No,
they'll
we
be
gotta
o-
take
they'll
care
be
of it.
overrun almost certainly. Ma'am, my recommendation is to consolidate our forces here so that we can collect what spoils we have. We'll shell the ammunition center tonight, just fire for effect to do as much damage as we possibly can. It's not a feasible target at this point, so it should be eliminated as an asset to the enemy. We will have to utilize all of our available firepower from the dropship level down to the vehicle lance to defend our salvage operations.
Okay. So to correctly interpret your orders are Lance 1 salvage, Lance 2 salvage, Lance 3 travel to the mech bay, and dropship travel to the mech bay.
Yep.
Yes.
That way they don't have to be
Yes.
transported to the dropship.
All right.
The dropship to the salvage.
So when the dropship arrives, you will be able to use your tech teams that are on it in order to effect repairs, which is good because you don't have a tech team between lances. Let's cut to what you want to do with the mech bay, right? You've got a handful of working mechs. You've got 3 of the second lance mechs, plus you've got your 3 working mechs as well, because the Black Knight is still operational. Just need to stuff your command couch back in it.
Get everything.
Refill it with armor.
Can we get the Wolverine up? Once we have the mech bay.
You'll need to see if there's a spare cockpit in the mech bay.
Okay, can we fast forward till we're seeing if there's a spare cockpit in the mech bay?
Yeah, well, let's fast forward to approaching the mech bay. So the mech bay here is located on a what do you call it? An isthmus out in the water. So it's like a long, narrow path to intentionally make it as difficult as possible for someone to approach. And then the whole mech bay is located underwater, like Captain America's Civil War prison style.
Gotcha.
The whole mech shield opens and lets you go down in there. The shield is currently open, and you can see that there are like 2 very tall men, probably about 6'7", wielding submachine guns, pointing them threateningly towards your 6 mechs as you approach.
Ballsy.
And you guys are dragging the Wolverine and the dead Panther behind you.
So
you do have the 2. Oh yeah, you do have your 2 clan bondsmen, by the way.
They didn't off themselves?
Yeah, so they ask you what clan you belong to, and then wrap a cord around their right arms.
Crow's Black.
All right, Clan Crow's Black then.
Excellent.
Yay.
Hey, can you guys tell them that we're okay and we can come in?
No.
Okay.
Of course we cannot do that.
That's fair. Okay.
How does this work? What's appropriate for you to address these men? Obviously, we have different cultures. So now
those
that you
men are failed elemental pilots.
You are our bondsmen, so you are going to act as our cultural advisors. I'm not asking for sensitive information. I'm just asking for insight into what's appropriate to deal with your native folk.
Those men are technicians. If you have won the battle here, they should stand down. You present them with proof.
I guess I'll open comms. Please stand down. We have 2 of your pilots with us. They are our bondsmen. We have won this battle.
So the 2 then drop the magazines from their SMGs, eject the round, and then put their SMGs down and put their hands over their head.
Turns off comm. Wow, that was easier than I thought.
Am I there?
Yep. I mean, you're in your Black Knight.
I thought isn't he like getting worked on though?
I have the summoner.
Oh, you're right, Goldsec. Yeah, you're right. Actually, good point.
I have the summoner pilot with me because I killed the summoner, so I have the summoner pilot with me.
I guess
so he's the guy I'm asking.
Using
I guess
the archer or I'll probably be using the blackjack or something. Black Knight.
Claim them as bondsmen.
Yeah, you'll be using.
Yeah, I asked this. So, what are they? Our bondsmen now too? Do we claim them as well?
So your pilot laughs. He's just like, you would not claim a technician cast as bondsmen. They are simply the spoils of battle.
So there are technicians now.
Indeed.
And they'll be loyal to Crow's Black as you will be.
So
as
long as you remain honorable in this battle and do not do anything outside the rules of Zelbringen, they will remain loyal to you.
All right. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know all those rules, so we're going to be having some long conversations here coming up. What do I call you? What do I call you?
My name is Dimitri.
Dimitri. All right.
The rules are simple. As long as you do not create problems for civilians or attack undefended locations, destroy places that are used for weapons of war. We do not attack locations of manufacturing. We do not attack civilians.
So bombing the missile facility would be breaking the rules.
No, tactical targets only. That's what you're saying.
Just to be clear, what Sid has said is correct. If you attack
we
the
are
munitions facility,
doing...
all of your bondsmen will get super pissed.
All right, well, we're not going to talk to him about that right now then.
Yeah, what they don't know won't hurt them.
What
is
about
exactly how
medically
you do
induced comas?
We're getting on this again.
So to speed this up, your mechs go down into the mech bay, where more and more of the clan technicians and scientists are beginning to surrender. There are a ragged group of obviously inner sphere warriors here. Definitely mech pilots, you can tell because their temples are shaved so that they can get closer neurohelmet contact in order to keep their gyros balanced in the mechs. Yep. They're also wearing much less fancy clothing. Inner sphere level technology clothing and armament. There are probably about 14 inner sphere technicians here and about 7 clan scientists and technicians. The inner sphere technicians are finding the scientists and clanners and like beating the fuck out of them. The 2 guys who are outside are relatively safe, but the inner sphere guys are like taking wrenches to all of the clanners inside. And are just shouting like, "Die, motherless scum!"
Hey, stop.
Right, we'll put it
Some
into
dude's
that
like,
real
"For persistence!"
Stop. Dude. Hey, you stop that. We need them currently. All right? We just had a big...
So, on the ground, someone picks up a microphone and says, "This is Major Irwin. Christoph Irwin.
Uh-huh.
The Persistence Militia.
Uh-huh.
Who am I speaking with?"
Warrant Officer Vincent Gray of the Crow's Black. We are currently...
You're a mercenary.
Yes.
Who is your employer?
Who was our employer again, out of character?
Commander Crystal Loft.
Well, I mean, are you talking about like contract employee?
Oh, who's our contract with? I don't know. Who's our contract with?
Your contract is with the Federated Commonwealth.
The Federated Commonwealth.
The Federated Commonwealth.
Very well. As the highest ranking member of the Federated Commonwealth on planet, I'm taking command of your unit.
I don't think that's going to how this works, bud.
Why don't you get out of your mech and come discuss it with me?
That would be silly.
I start climbing out of my mech.
Oh,
okay.
God damn it.
So while you're getting ready to climb out of your mech, your bondsman like opens the door for you and lowers the ladder.
All right, you stay here.
You would leave me in a fully operational mech.
Are you not my bondsman? Is that not how this works?
I have found that inner sphere warriors are full of treachery, deceit, and paranoia.
Does that mean that I should expect the same from you?
No. If you leave me here, I will follow your command.
Then stay here.
Very well.
I do not touch the back.
This feels like a bad idea.
I go down.
You can't not touch the mech. He's standing in
He's sitting at it. He's touching it for sure.
So the major pulls you aside and is like, "Warrant officer, what is all this about? We've been here for weeks, resisting the clans with whatever we got. Most of these guys have seen their families killed. Some of these people were just reassigned because some Comstar acolyte told them that working with farm equipment meant that they would be good at repairing clan mechs. People need to blow off some steam."
I understand, Major, but here's the situation so that you understand. My mercenary company has taken a contract to come in here and collect as many clan assets and personnel as possible to be sent back for analysis, interrogation, and reverse engineering. And
what
right
about
now,
our asses?
Well,
Did McGirt just crack a beer while he was talking?
Oh, God.
God, I would love that too, especially if there was like a plume that goes out of it real quick.
no, he can't because he's not allowed to drink beer. He has one of those like
it's a can of green disgusting shit.
It's near beer.
you know And he does it absentmindedly. It's the you know the workout bottles that all the bros have at the gym with like the jingle jangle ball inside of it, you know? And so it's like shaking one of those. And then he remembers it's not a beer and he looks at it and he just makes a face and fucking puts it back down. He's like, "Sir, we are as much relief as you're going to receive. And right now, there are 6 more of those clan mechs preparing to bear down on this facility to retake it. Okay, our assets have been heavily spent, and we need every hand that can turn a wrench to be turning wrenches on our mechs. Because if I understand you're under a lot of stress and you guys have been up against it for a significant amount of time, but if you can't get everybody on this facility to support what little firepower you have available to you, then the situation is moot. It's not going to matter."
I want quid pro quo. My men will work to help you repair your mechs. But any of them that want to leave the planet, they go with you when you're going.
I can send that up the chain, sir, but I can't
You
guarantee
don't work
anything
until we get a guarantee.
Okay, well, I'll get back to you then.
I'll give him a guarantee.
Up until that point,
You're in a hospital bed.
up until
Can
that point, I don't want any. Up until that point, the only thing I ask is none of these men are further harmed beyond being able to work, because we've captured several of them already. They've got a weird sense of honor, and as long as we do what we're supposed to do, they work for us now. And I need everybody who can work for us working for us. I'm not saying I'm taking your prisoners away. I'm not doing any of that, sir. This is your operation. I 100% respect that, but we're in the shit together. And if we can't get on the same team here, then there's not going to be a team left to worry about.
All right. So he agrees to that. What do you do, McGurk? You have 2 outstanding issues: getting that guarantee and deciding whether or not to begin the shelling mission.
I basically turn around and walk like 10 feet away and get on comms immediately to... Is Deathwish awake? Can I talk to him? Or do I have to talk? Okay, then
I don't know if we'd be able to reach anybody with like regular comms.
I mean, you can relay it through your Battlemechs.
Okay, then I get on the... I priority message the commander, Crystal, off immediately.
Right. Crystal's just like, "Yes, warrant officer.
Ma'am, we have a situation here at the mech repair facility," and I give her the lowdown. "We got this major here. This is the situation. These are the assets we have available to them. This is what we want. I know that we can't provide much room on our ship, but I need to know if the other ship that's coming that will be gathered, I need to know what our available seats are. How many of these guys can we get off planet?"
Just a moment. I'm going to patch in Lieutenant Avalon.
Okay.
You wait for a few minutes, and then a second face shows up on the call and says, "This is Mystery."
Ma'am, this is Warrant Officer Butch McGurk, and I give the situation again.
Understood. Are you in a private location, Warrant Officer?
I'm in an open bay, but I am currently standing by myself. These comms, I assume they're secure. I'm going to say the comms are secure.
Mech, so.
Very well. You are authorized to tell these men whatever you need in order to get them working. Whether or not there is space on the auxiliary dropship to take them off is irrelevant. Your fighting strength and recovering clan material inside that mech bay is more important than anything we can get these.
Roger that. However, ma'am, respectfully, I ask that when the issue presents itself, that you take responsibility for your command right here when this major starts having questions.
As a liaison officer, I am responsible for the situation. We're doing this under direct orders of the First Prince of Federated Sons.
And as per our contract, I will carry out your orders. I just want to make sure that
I will have them in writing.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, I go back to the guy and I tell him, I'm like, all right, I've talked to my hire. They've said that they will be able to provide you transportation off planet.
Okay, so here's the deal.
As per, and I say Mystery's name, right? Yep. As per this person's orders.
Mystery's their Mechwarrior call sign. They're Lieutenant Avalon. But yeah,
as per Lieutenant Avalon's orders, and I give him her contact information.
Yep. So here's the deal. It's nighttime, and they've been working all day. You can attempt to triple shift these guys. You can have them stay up for the rest of the night and then all of tomorrow to get in 3 more shifts. But each successive shift includes the possibility of massive failure. So if they only do 1 shift in the next day, nothing bad will happen. If you do 2 or 3, increasingly bad stuff might happen during repairs. There are 3 technical teams here, and 2 more on your own dropship will arrive tomorrow to help you. Do you want to basically press gang these guys to push themselves tonight?
Would it be a double shift? We got to press on these guys.
If you press them tonight, that's 1. Tomorrow they'll automatically work after they've had sleep, and you can try to make them double up to do a 16-hour day tomorrow before the clans arrive.
I don't know what you guys think. I think 2 shifts. I think we push them, but we maybe don't go nuts.
It's only us 2, so it's kind of like.
I'm
Yeah, but
unconscious. So.
As players, I'm asking you guys what you think.
Oh, I would agree. Double shift.
Yeah, double shift would be
Yeah,
nice,
double
but
shift
not
is all I
triple.
feel like.
So no, let them sleep tonight, and then tomorrow work 2 shifts.
Do doubles. Yep.
Okay. All right. Then this is what happens. Do you authorize the bombing attack?
Yes.
Okay. None of your clanners find out immediately. You get a call back from the dropship. The artillery engine is completely out of ammo. Pavel Radzik calls you and is like, Warrant Officer McGurk, tell Harridan when he is out that we got shelling in for a good 20 minutes. According to satellite recon from auxiliary dropship, that place is lit up. It doesn't exist anymore, and one of the clan mechs is gone.
Thank you, Pavel. Oh, you a bottle.
Yes, you do. But make sure Bandido gives it to us so that we can give him hassle.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Excellent, excellent.
Like what? Why?
All right, our job on Planet is done. We're going to spend the rest of the time doing the dancing.
Doing the dancing.
You get more and more Borat there.
All right.
In the morning, you now have 5 technical teams that can work for you. I think we might end early today.
I think I want to resolve at least probably work out the whole second Lance problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
sounds
what
like a
happened
really
with
good
the
idea.
second lads?
Because I'm gonna have to be like, this is how many minutes it's going to take to repair everything that you have, and then salvage everything that you don't have. It's gonna be a massive pain in the ass, but that's how the game
I want to know
goes.
what the free little Draconis Combine shits.
Oh yeah, no, there is a Draconis Combine thing for you. Let's start with that. Goldstack, when you get out of surgery, there is a guy who's got like massive amount of tattoos that indicate he's like the Lyran Alliance or Lyran Commonwealth version of a skinhead, and a member of House Mathis, the bad dudes.
Mafias,
Yeah, he's part of the mafia, and he's like, I recognize you. There are men looking for you. You will come with me, Mr. Goldhirsch.
And what if I said no?
I will break your legs, and then you will definitely come.
Okay, our character, quick question. What would I get for shooting this guy point blank in the stomach?
I mean, he'd be dead. You're like, do I get an experience point for killing him? Well, yes, you will.
Where is this happening? What
is
the
happening
context
at
of this?
So you left Harridan and Goldstag back at the battlefield in like a field triage tent.
Okay.
We're not there essentially.
You're not there, so it's just Goldstag and an unconscious recovering Harridan.
And who's this Draconis?
This is not a Draconis Combine guy. This is a Lyran Mafia guy.
Where's he come from?
He just walked out of the camp out of nowhere.
What camp? There's a camp?
There is a camp nearby because I mean,
some civilian.
There's a mech bay in the middle of nowhere. There's definitely a like small town attached to this place.
All right, so some civilian just walks out of the brush. Okay.
Looking for Goldhirsch.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just going to shoot him in the fucking stomach.
Oh my god.
Let's make a roll.
Good lord.
What's your skill?
My small arms is a, if I can find, small arms is a benefit roll of a 3.
Okay, you need to get a 5 on the dice.
All right.
Roll snake eyes.
Got a
Nope.
6 on the dice.
Yeah.
You quick draw on this dude. What kind of weapon are you using?
I am using a. Let me find my combat sheet.
Probably the standard auto pistol.
I am using
So
the
this dude was like
M-
riding with us, or
M and
No.
G
No, it's just
flechette pistol.
Oh yeah, I mean you shoot this guy in the stomach and parts of his intestines go out the far end of his body, and he's just like, "Fuck! What the fuck was that for?" And then he falls to his knees and is just like, "What a huge dick!" And
And then I knee him in the face.
wow, yep, nope, he's now
so-
unconscious.
and bleeding
And I
out
just
terribly.
say there like a badass moment, don't mess with a gold hedge.
Great. The
So no
whole
one
plot
can
line
hear
I
it.
had where you get news that your family was still alive is now moot because shots this
Ah,
guy in the
you-
stomach and then need him in the face.
Well, too late.
Yeah,
Hey,
way
I
too
have
late.
them hunting me already because it's a fucking bad and negative trait on my thing.
Yes, I know that that's there. However, this guy's been deep in clan territory for 6 months. He doesn't give a shit about that. He was in contact with the other resistance forces in the Draconis Combine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You're never gonna know about that.
Arthur was all excited. He's like, "Oh yeah, that guy. Let's do that scene." And you're like, "I shoot him in the stomach."
Ah, you bastard. You cheeky bastard.
so
All right.
here's a question: how many people hear the doctor just horribly or see the doctor just horribly murder this
Needlers aren't even that loud.
Yeah, they're like.
I mean, they're
fucking
literally
sounds.
compressed air flying shaved polymer.
And
It's
we're
like,
underwater, so it wouldn't
we're
go
not
through
even
there
talking
anyway.
about like a silence gun because that's still pretty loud. It's literally just like a whuffing noise.
So,
It's like sounds like a Nerf gun going off.
Yeah,
so in the middle of a military base,
No. They're out
You're
in
not
the
near a
field.
military base.
yeah,
You're,
out in the
Yep.
battlefield. He randomly
Yep.
strolled up out in the battlefield.
It's like MASH out there.
yeah, exactly.
So
I'm just going to
Hurst-
get a freaking tarp and drag him to
So-
the beach.
In the background of the scene, we've got Warrant Officer McGurk like helping organize Major Kristoff and his men into, good living conditions. It seems like the Mech Bay is going pretty well. Everything here is in the process of being dismantled. There's no spare mechs here, but there is a ton of inner sphere supplies, including several cockpits. 100 points of armor plating, 100 points of internal structure, and a shit ton of Clan LRM-20 NARC ammo.
Oh shit, we need to get those
should've
narcs
just-
off. Actually, now
I
think
should have
about
just
it.
put the gun to his face.
That'll probably happen in the salvage, won't it?
Oh well. A little late now.
Okay. So now I guess I'm going over to Second
Jesus,
Lance.
unless you're a bit bloodthirsty, aren't you?
Yeah, he did threaten
There
to break
wasn't
my
enough
leg.
gore. I want more.
Let us cut to you speaking with Haller, Bandito.
I want to be there too.
I wanted.
right, the
I,
two
I
of
was
you are
wanting like
there.
the whole
Uh,
lance,
It's
not just
post
Howard.
midnight. You're speaking with the whole lance then? How do you want to divide this up? Are you dividing it up?
No, I just want them all together.
Okay. The 3 Yukikazes are all standing together.
I want to be able to get both sides of the story.
Howler's just like, well, Warrant Officer Gray, I'll tell you my side of the story. These 3 decided to disobey orders and enter into duels with clan mechs.
That's the kind of scumbag for you.
They are Draconis Combine.
He's just like,
Are-
they're not Draconis Combine. They're not Ronin Mechwarriors anymore. They're
That's
mercenaries under
true.
my command, and I am their commanding officer. When I
That is
say we
also
all
true.
open fire on an enemy mech, we do that thing. I can't believe we got a Warhammer walking around trying to punch a guy and not firing any of his weapons.
He's not wrong.
That does sound.
I
quite-
turn to the 3 and I'm like, "Is that true?"
So Tatri is just like, I claimed the honor of
I'm looking for a fucking yes sir or no sir. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Do you want a new job?
Wow, the three of them are looking at each other, and then Kimiko steps in front of Tachi and says, "No, sir."
Here's the deal. These guys, you don't want to fuck with them. As you can saw our mechs, 2 of them messed us up royally. We don't go into duels with these. Is his bondsman nearby?
Yes.
Shit. Here's the thing. Right now, we have little. I really don't want to.
We don't have to actually go into a duel unless it's actually declared by either side.
Who asked for the duel?
Plus, not firing any.
Was it you guys that asked for the duel, or was it them?
Tachi will say, "He challenged my honor, and I responded to his challenge in kind by listing my hereditary blood right."
Okay. Well, the other thing is, us in duels don't work out well. Let me tell you that. Because very first mission with us guys, I got messed up, Goldhurst got messed up, and that. We are mercenaries. We have some honor, but as far as how we go up against these guys, it's not a fair playing field. Hell, there's a little light mech that could probably punch 2 big holes into that Warhammer right over there. As it just blew off my cockpit in one shot. There was a medium size. Is it summoner a medium sized mech or is it a heavy?
It's a heavy. It's a heavy.
It's a heavy?
It's almost an assault.
Yeah.
There's a heavy mech that is worth almost two assault mechs in essence.
No.
It feels like it because it was kicking our shit.
I mean, Bandito maybe feels that way. That'd be something he says.
That is how I feel because seeing how it ripped through our Axemen and then pretty much our Black Knight. These guys are not to be taken lightly. And as far as honor goes, where's honor if you're dead? Right now, I'm glad that who was in the Panther? Was it Tachi?
Yep.
Right now, I'm glad that Tachi is still alive in that Panther and not scooped up by Klansmen. Because right now, with clans guys, it's all hands on deck for us. We already had a problem like this with the mutiny back in 9 months ago.
Oh wait,
it was only 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months. I thought
9 months ago. We don't need that shit to happen again. Howler, right there, is your commanding officer for your lance. But most importantly, in a battlefield, you're all working together. Shit don't mean anything if you're bouncing around everywhere. Hell, I got taken out because I was bouncing around everywhere, kind of doing my own thing. Granted, it was a lucky headshot, but mutes the point. Harridan got ambushed because he was off who knows where, separate from us. That's all I got.
All right. I need you to make a leadership roll.
Do I get a bonus?
I'll give you a +1 from McGurk jumping in there and basically enforcing. Oh boy, that's a low ass roll. What's your total?
2. That's a 7. I'll put a edge in there to make it an 8.
Oh, that's good because without that edge, you would be fucked. It's not like they say anything, right? They're at that point where anything they say will be used against them. But you get the impression that they are in fact ashamed of what they have done, having seen the two of you lay out how badly they have fucked up.
Good. So,
and another
we're all going to play nice now, right?
Yes, Warrant Officer. We will follow the orders of our commander.
Work together, watch shows back. It's the primary thing. to us or family, which is worse than just friends.
I wish I could roll the edge to re-roll that scenario I had, but no, it won't work.
So you can
Re-roll what?
miss?
That you shot him in the stomach?
Yeah.
So
You
you
want to be
miss
like,
so
I
you break your
didn't shoot
knees?
him?
No, just put the gun to his face instead.
I don't understand why that's better.
I wouldn't have shot him.
I see.
I think you still break your legs though.
No,
That
I'll
was-
just state.
No, that
what-
was just a
what
threat to be like, I'll
Davey
break your
here.
leg. You know, like, oh, this dude's a little spindly ass doctor. He'll do
And
whatever I
pulls
say
out
because I'm a
freaking
big tough
shotgun.
dude.
And pulls out a shotgun pistol.
That conversation would have gone very differently if Butch McGurk had been the one talking to the. I want you to know that.
Punch.
No, just go around punching people. I
Are
mean,
you
I
talking
do.
about our conversation or the conversation
Yeah.
with the random dude? Oh, yeah.
No, this conversation with our mech pilots.
I'm sure.
Your dropship arrives around noon, offloads its technicians, and all 5 technical teams get to work. In the process, Howler is like outside the dropship and is like, "Hey, Melissa!" And then over the dropship's external speakers, there's like a, "I told you to call me Prince." And he's like, "But your name's Melissa." And she's just like, "This is really unprofessional right now."
I just turned to McGurk.
Wallaby.
He's like, "Are they dating?"
Who are you asking?
McGurk.
Do you want me to draw you a picture?
I just need a yes or no answer. You're the one that messes with them most.
You figure it out.
All right.
In the middle of
doesn't-
their conversation, there's a squelching noise on the microphone, and then Crystal Loft comes over and is just like, "Warrant Officer Crossroads, do not interfere in the operations of this dropship during operating hours of our pilot." And then the like squelch as the external speakers go off.
So that'd be a yes, because mom just had to interfere.
When you say that, you feel a taser behind you. Not one that's turned on. You just feel yourself being prodded. And 9 Lives is just like, "I'm sorry. Did you say mom showed up? Who are you calling mom exactly? What sort of weird family relationship do you think this unit has?"
It was just a joke.
She takes the taser off your back and is just like, "Well, Crimson is here, as is the rest of the vehicle, Lance, including the Russians.
You don't sound too thrilled about the Russians.
Well, they're looking for you."
I'm a
I go, "Oh yeah," and I hand Bandito like a bottle of bourbon. I'm like, "There you go."
I just
Am
walk
I
away
there?
with it.
I'm being Harrod in there.
Did you not tell him what to do with it?
Yeah,
No,
Harridan and Goldstack arrive at the same time the dropship does.
I hand it to I hand it to the Harridan. There you go. You probably could use this.
No, if he starts to walk off, I tell him, I'm be like, "Pavel's gonna know if you don't take him his bottle."
Oh, it's his? Why?
I'm like walking up with a crutch.
So when you come up, Harridan, let me ask, what did you do with the body, Doctor?
Oh, I said before we cut out. Well,
He's-
we switched scenes. I got a top, put the body on it, and dragged it into the beach.
Okay,
So you
all
just
right,
left a
Harridan, you never
body-
saw any bodies. There was a bit of blood on the battlefield, but that's to be expected.
Sure.
It's probably his. It's probably fine.
Just walking by like, oh, I bled more than I thought.
You know, a freaking top, put the body on. No one knows. No one knows the drag marks either.
So here's the thing, Harridan. Honestly speaking, you should probably sit out any other future fight right now, if I'm honest. No disrespect or anything, but
How
if you
many
take one more
active-
shot to the head, you're probably dead.
Out of character, how many active mech pilots do we have right now?
You have, including yourself, 8 active mech pilots.
And
We
we
don't
have
have
nowhere
8 mechs.
near 8 active mechs.
Let's see.
No, I
here.
mean more. Well, we have 7 minus Panther.
Well, I mean, depending on if we got a head for a
Okay,
Wolverine.
how many?
You,
how many
yes, you
mech
do have a
pilots do we
cockpit,
have?
and they're gonna do
Okay.
the cockpit first, which is gonna take one technician unit 240 hours, which is 4 hours of their 16 hours worth of work.
And Beans, I have a -1 to all my stuff. How many mech pilots do we have that approach a 3-4 skill level?
Your unit is the only one with any experience. The rest of them are all 4-4.
Well, here's the thing, Harridan. You, again, one shot to the head, you're probably dead.
One shot to the head, you're probably dead too. So what?
I'm actually fine, believe it or not.
So Dr. Assman shows up and just like, hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Dr. Assman. Look, I'm going to clear this man for medical duty because my good doctor friend, Dr. Goldhirsch over there, has never made a mistake in surgery as far as I can tell. If he says he's good, I'm going to check it out.
If you're cleared for duty,
It's
you're
just
cleared
like
for duty.
mentally, Bandito just goes, shit.
Just look at Bandito.
What's wrong, Bandito? You don't trust me? You don't
Shrug.
trust Goldstag?
No, I
Look,
trust
I'm sure
you
it'll
both.
all be fine. If he keeps taking cockpit hits, we'll just get him in an emergency medical capsule. Or in the worst case scenario, they blow up the dropship, we're all dead, in which case, why would you want to live without me anyway?
I mean, preferably, I'd rather not the captain to die in a cockpit.
Bandito, I appreciate your concern, but even wounded, I'm still better than most of the rest of the pilots that we have. So the choice is clear. My life doesn't matter right now. Getting the job done does.
What? No, that's ridiculous. Your life matters a lot.
You're the captain.
You're
Of course your
literally
life
the
matters.
commander of the unit. Look,
That's
that's
what
the
I'm
reason we're
saying.
putting you in a mech. There's no reason
I
for
know
you to
it.
be moping around on the dropship, looking down on some computer display, ordering people around. Don't listen to Bandito. He doesn't have a medical degree. I do. I went to a very, very low-end college to receive it as well.
I know, I went to a
Field
vet.
experience doesn't matter. I got it.
And I graduated third quarter. So don't tell me my business.
Personally, sir.
That's a whole quarter beneath me, god damn it.
Personally, sir, I say it's unwise for you to do it. But if you feel like you should do it, then go
Right
ahead.
now, Bandito, I think it would be more unwise for me not to do it.
I don't know, because I mean, you saw earlier when I got hit in the head.
All right, let me ask you a question, Bandito. Who do
Uh-huh.
you want in that mech cockpit? Aridin or that Tachi guy?
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to talk our guy out of
Harridan
fucking
Or
fighting.
the guy who tried to duel
It's like-
Clanner.
I don't want him to die. That's
Because
my
I-
thing.
Okay, well, I don't want to die. And for me to not die, I need every motherfucker that can pull a trigger, pulling a trigger.
And even wounded, my trigger pull is still better than their trigger pull.
He's right there.
We're
I'm just
already
thinking if there's a lucky headshot to the head who gets killed, then we're out of mech anyway.
I ain't making plans based on luck or unluck. I'm making plans on how many guns are pointed at me versus how many guns I can point back. And right now, I'm already not liking how many guns are pointed at me versus how many I got to point back. So I don't think it as advisable to sit one of our 4 best pilots to point guns back at the guns that are coming at us. I mean, I don't know how I can make it any easier. I'm like, you already gave those new upstarts an easy deal. Okay, we don't ever owe anybody an explanation for anything. You're an officer now. You're in command. You take command. You tell people what to do, and if they don't do it, you fire them. McGurk is heated. He's like, he's sat and listened to Bandito enough. He's like, you need to shut the fuck up and you need to take charge of what you're supposed to take charge of. You need to handle your business. The next time you go and explain yourself to a subordinate, I'm going to put you in front of your subordinates. I'm going to explain shit to you, and you're not going to like it. You're looking at this backwards. You're looking at this like you're still the staff sergeant and you're trying to explain something to a lieutenant. And that's not how it is anymore. You're fucking in charge. When somebody fucks up, you go over there and you tell them that they're fucked up. That's it. That's all you do. And if they can't get right, then you get rid.
I mean, currently we're in a situation where we can't get rid at all.
Okay, well, tomorrow's a new day. And if we're in a situation where we can't get rid of anybody, why are you trying to get rid of one of our best trigger pullers?
I'm not getting rid of him. I'm telling him to sit it out.
What's the difference? What's the difference in the battle?
I appreciate the consent, Bandito, but the decision's been made. Regardless of whether I'm risking my life or not, the fact is my skills are better served out there than back here.
All right.
All right. So let's figure out what your next battle type is going to be. You have a campaign score of 1. Both of the lances that engaged in battle with you were successful, which gives you a 1 and gives them a -1. Your unit has all non-defensive and non-attacking orders, which is really super bad for you right now. Their two stars, essentially a clan lance, both have attack orders for the mech bay. As a result, you lose 3 points to your campaign score and drop to a -2.
Got that.
A -1 to a -2 is an SU. It is a stand-up fight. It will take place in the same place as the last battle did, and both sides will be slugging it out. The winner will win all of the beans here, or less. Let us make a roll between commanders to see whether this will be a who's attacking and who's defending, basically. Whether you guys can get off an ambush with your Pathfinder and your
is this a tactics roll or?
Yes, it's a tactics roll.
Can we we don't have like anti-mech mines or anything like that.
You have
we have sensors, so we know.
Yes, that's the sensors are what's letting you make this roll in the first place.
Okay, gotcha.
With your Pathfinder and your sensors, you will get a +1 to this roll.
Do I need a roll? All right.
No, yeah. Deathwish is rolling.
Well, he's the one with the tactics.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's the one coming up with the battle plan.
Draw up the battle plan.
So they have 6 mechs plus a damage commando 2C, which is essentially going home.
They lost a mech.
You're right. They lost Fox A2.
Are they going to have?
Damage commander 2 AC.
What's our
2 mechs now?
What's our evaluation on like if they had taken any additional damage to the one that they have flat out lost? Like,
you mean the Commando 2C that walked away?
No, the ones that we shelled. Like we got.
They didn't take any damage at all.
They took none.
No, because they weren't inside the facility at the time.
They just don't have as much ammo, probably, maybe.
You think they went to guard a facility without ammo inside there?
Assume they're fully functional.
Yeah, they're fully functional.
That's the hopeful thinking part.
The only mech that was inside getting repaired was one of the Kit Foxes, which is fucking ruined.
That's a shame.
We're gonna lose. This is done.
Their battle power rating is like 8,000 something, so they do have a slight edge here. Your battle power rating is 9. No, it's not because you lost the Panther.
I think that was only like maybe 900.
Yeah, it's about
points,
800.
Though.
So yours is about 10,000. It's almost even.
That's with our dropship involved, or no?
No, the dropship isn't involved. If you want to throw the dropship into combat, that's going to give you all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
No, if it's
let's
roughly,
make a roll.
If it's roughly even, that's fine. We'd rather not put the dropship at risk.
I would ask a question. What would happen if a dropship just barely dead dropped on top of them, a DFA'd on top of a lot?
We'd lose the dropship?
Yeah, you could lose the dropship.
That's not going to happen.
So here's the deal. Some people were asking about this.
The dropship doesn't even have enough armor to stand up to a single ERPPC shot.
Here's how. Oh no, the Union can definitely stand up to a ERPPC shot.
From the sheet I was looking at, it can't.
I'm pretty sure it can. I mean, they have their armor rating. Just means if you can't break that amount of damage, you can't deal damage to.
Oh.
So like. I believe that armor is if you can't deal more than X, it doesn't even hurt the machine. So, like, firing a machine gun at a dropship will do nothing. You can fire a machine gun all day.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. Here's the deal. Getting your first dropship as a mech company is usually not easy, but it's doable. expanding the unit from there is very difficult because you spend all of your time paying off the first dropship and all of the mechs, and then you have that problem where in order to get additional mechs, you need to have a second dropship. But once you have the second dropship, you don't have the money to put mechs inside of it. Right? You spent all of your money securing a loan for the second dropship. Which is why making bigger units is very difficult in the Battletech universe, and why you typically only have either regimental size mech units or single dropship size and nothing in between that.
The only time we could actually ever get a bigger freaking mercenary group is by finding a freaking another dropship,
Capturing.
Or capturing if ever possible.
Well, we could increase the tonnage of the unit size that we have, but that's about it.
If there was some sort of like damaged dropship stuck on a moon somewhere, and you had an extremely proficient technical advisor to land and get it airborne once again.
Oh, you mean like in Battletech game?
I mean like in Battletech.
That was a jump ship.
It's not a jump ship. It's a space station.
Ship.
Oh, it's a space station.
Yep, it's a space station that allows dropships to dock to it.
Which I'm sorry, unit dock to a unit dock to a jump ship.
Yeah, it's not how it works in Battletech, but they wanted to be special, and it's fine. So let's see here. What is the clan
Hey, you can do Frankenmechs. We can't. They can do Frankenmechs in a tiny little ship.
Okay, there we go. There's the pregens. Clan warrior. You guys might actually win this roll because this guy's like so basic compared to all his buds.
So wait, we actually took out pretty much the leader?
So the actual leader of the unit died before you ever showed up, and his replacement led the whole unit, and now that guy is Heavy Seven's bondsman.
All right.
Beautiful.
So now just a regular ass star commander is like a secondary star commander is leading.
And I just want him to follow me around all the time.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Like he's privy to all the conversations I've had so far.
Okay, so tactics get a plus.
So you've got a
+3.
+3.
Okay, so I'm rolling a +6.
Look, the original leader died on the attack and persistence. You win by a fucking ton. Let's figure out how much.
It's because Bandito is a tactical fucking genius.
I want to bury a bunch of spare LRM ammo and use it as mines so that when they walk over it, no. Blow their legs right off.
That's not even close to how that works.
I want to do like the Ewoks and get trees. I'm going to hang them up and they're going to smash down.
I don't think you understand how much bigger a mech is than most trees.
All right. Fair enough. Then we're going to get a bunch of logs so they can trip on them.
So their total's 9. What was yours?
All
right. 14.
So you have a difference of 5. I'm going to give you guys a slight edge in the battle. So you get to pick who you want to send against what.
Can we shut down and hide mechs on the battlefield?
No. You didn't have a high enough ambush rating for that. It's a stand-up fight.
Need at least a 6.
I gotcha.
So they're sending 3 medium mechs, a Stormcrow, a Stormcrow A, and a Nova. And they're sending 2 light mechs, a Kit Fox A and an Adder.
Is there a way to see what kind of
no, you don't know what the loadouts are. You only know what their names are.
I have to wait till I get here.
I mean, you're going to have to look at their weapons.
Oh, okay.
So you have 3 lances to throw at them. Plus the dropship.
Well, we have to save some to be loading up shit too.
No, you guys are doing that all day long.
Okay.
I think the vehicle lance should just defend dropship.
We need to field, basically we need to field every mech we've got that can function.
What does our vehicle lance consist of? It's got the scout car, the flame
rat.
Pack rat.
The pack rat's literally the only viable combatant.
Okay. Nah.
And because Long Tom used up all its ammo,
yep.
so it has nothing.
Long Tom's dry. It only has machine guns left. The hovercraft only has machine guns, and the scout car is unarmed.
Can we have the scout car available for pilot recovery?
Yep.
Okay, I would like that.
Okay.
So no one can claim bondsman.
Well, they could still claim, and I guess we would be breaking their rules if we.
You have to catch them
Scurried them
first.
up.
It would be they
you
would
do have to catch them
essentially
first?
be
Okay.
they would essentially be taking their claim. So they would shoot at the kit car, scout car. So
Look,
Yeah.
you guys, listen. You guys fucking shelled a munitions facility.
Oh yeah, I know. I believe that they're gonna come
Yeah,
here.
as far as
all
these
rules
guys that are
over.
coming at you are concerned, you're honest cowards that are no better than dogs.
Yeah, they're not going to taking any bondsmen for
Yeah.
not blowing up any mechs.
okay, so we get to
So
we're just going to go outright kill them this
they're
time.
operating in the current formation. Stormcrow, Kit Fox, Nova are moving in one formation, and Stormcrow, A, Adder are moving in a second formation. As far as I can tell, I think you're going to be able to recover all armor and internal damage for all of your mechs pretty easily.
Let's see. I was just missing. Wait, did I take a fission engine hit or?
No, you lost a medium laser, which
And,
they aren't going to be able to replace.
So that laser is still gone.
Yep.
So my right arm is still gone.
Yeah, I mean the whole hatchet was destroyed in the process.
Okay, so Warhammer it up.
Maybe so. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we can't get.
I mean,
replacements
fielding
for
all
that, can
mechs.
we?
So
Yeah, we're fielding all of them. So the problem is, I mean, at what point? How much do you want to?
should I
rob
be in the
Peter?
Warhammer maybe, or should I just stay in the Wolverine?
The Wolverine's fine. Why would you change?
'Cause it's
More
more
power and I'm
armor.
a better shot.
Okay,
I'm
but
not really.
taking the Warhammer out of the other lance takes the only heavy they have out of the other lance.
Yeah,
Are
that's
we
true.
splitting up the lances again?
I mean, I don't want to do a fight where I'm fighting as like 8 NPCs at the
Right.
same time. I'd prefer if you said they will fight this one and we will fight this one.
Yeah.
It's for ease of screen time mostly.
Okay.
I would suggest if I was going to be putting enemies.
How
on
many operational mechs do we have? 7?
7.
Uh,
I think 7. At
yeah,
best.
you only lost the Panther.
Okay, so
So I really don't think you can take the Warhammer away from the other lance because they're already down to 3.
No, they
Yeah.
need the they'll need the heavy.
I didn't know if we were going to combine it
Yeah.
this time. Like
I'm just gonna have to be just a pulse laser and a AC-20. That's just all. That's just what's gonna have to be.
You're just going to be a less efficient can opener
Yeah.
without the axe, but you barely use the axe anyway. But that one time was great.
It's true.
What?
It's
It
true,
can't
it's
recover the axe and just hold it in its left hand?
Can't just put it in my right arm socket and twist like torso twisted people.
Shove it in the hole.
That just made me think of kids that like pull their arms inside of their coats and whip each
Flap
other
their-
with the laser.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to pick which side we essentially come in
So
on.
while you're making this decision, Haller comes up and is like, I want the vehicle lance to support my lance. I
Why?
need people I can trust on the battlefield. Even
Vehicle
if it's
Lance
just
doesn't
a
have any weapons.
even if it's just a distraction, I trust Crimson more than I trust
I mean,
Bass.
you're sending Crimson to her death because one shot from those guys will probably
I
kill her.
mean, I'm in
That's-
a wolfhound.
It's true for everybody.
True for everybody.
Yes.
A serious shot from any of them could put any of us down. We need
If
to be
you
putting
think,
as many people on the battlefield to distract them as possible.
Well, if you think you can make good use of them, then make good use of them.
I was saying APC can't do anything, can they?
No.
It doesn't have like
They
a.
can be a distraction.
The APC has a machine gun.
He's just asking for them to be put under his command, and if Harridan's for it, then McGurk is for it.
He has a
Well-
plan and he's asking for some trust. So I'm going to let him
Well,
roll with it and see
Eric,
where it
I-
goes.
He's got one win under his belt, and he's asking for more
Yeah.
resources. Fucking give it to him.
All right.
I'm just going to ask: is he going to need the scout car because we had plans for that?
Yeah, he'll be like, you can have the scout car.
Okay.
Worthless to me.
Done.
Fair enough.
My wolfhound is almost as fast as it is. It's not, but
It's not.
Almost. No. His question: how far are the battles going to be from each other?
Far enough away that we can't interfere.
far enough
We're not
away
gonna
that
be
you
able
won't
to
be able
support
to
each other.
interfere.
Yeah, no, I was meaning for the scout car because scout car can jump through from. one
Yeah, you're right. The scout car can move like 20 hexes a turn. They'll take place one hex map away.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to make sure so the scout car can still be support for both teams, just in case.
Next time we have kinds of shit. By the way, all of your narc pods were removed and were successfully recovered.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
They ran out of power after a bit, but you know, like all the technology available, it's not like they self-destructed.
Oh, yay.
We also
That's
had all
amazing.
the ones that we captured in the bay, right?
Yeah. You said
Okay,
there were a
so
bunch of
those
narc pods
aren't.
in the.
So to be clear, that was LRM ammunition that it will lock onto narc stuff.
Ah,
Oh,
It's
okay.
narc enabled.
Still valuable shit to have.
Oh, God,
Yes,
yeah.
you now
So we're
have
gonna-
you have the lock and the key together.
So we want to load the drop ship with all of those LRMs, and we're gonna have the long tom shoot the narc onto people.
Those, I mean, the narc is dead.
I mean, I was just kidding.
You need power for the
Well, if we
knock.
put in a new AAA battery,
Yeah.
Human is dead. Miss. Where's your other mechs?
What does even knock?
and then we
ones-
fire it out of the long tom cannon,
That's
Yeah.
a summoner.
Works
What are we
that
missing?
automatically converts it to an area of effect weapon.
Where did the Wolverine go?
So,
I
It's
have no
charged
idea.
by kinetic energy, so as long as you shoot it, it works.
There it
What
is.
does even the what does the knock even use as energy?
It's just got like a little self-contained charge.
Good intentions.
Which side of the
Power cell.
battlefield do you guys want to?
Clan magic. Which
God.
side?
is it the
That's right.
same battlefield?
Yes, same,
Same
battlefield.
battlefield.
You're
The
still
winning
defending
side?
Mech Bay.
The winning
not-
side, obviously.
Not
Correct.
up here. Not up here again.
Nope.
God no.
Nope.
You guys are
No.
like, all right, listen, we're defending the ocean this time. You can call me
No.
the Power Rangers. You can call me Captain America.
How
No,
many
that's
of
still
our
wrong.
mechs are
Sides.
jump?
Call me
How
Captain
many mechs
Planet.
of our jump? How many of our mechs are jump capable?
Just
3
two.
out of 4. Oh,
3 out of 4.
Yeah, just 2.
Then I would.
You're right. Just 2.
Yeah. Okay, I would still, I think, choose the right side.
Sure.
Agree? Disagree?
What do you mean the right
It's
side?
either side would be essentially the same.
There's a bit more ridge space on the right side, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, once
there's
again,
more.
we don't know anything about the mechs we're facing, so we don't know if we're playing a long game or the short game.
We can choose which mechs we go against and which mechs are.
So I'm prepared to defer to Harridan's expertise.
Well, we don't know what the mechs have is the problem, so we don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the adder. Most
I mean,
likely.
obviously, we want to still play to our mech's strengths. So
I feel like
Arthur
we ran our strategy pretty well in the last fight. I mean, we had a couple tactical mistakes that in positioning, but for the most part, I feel like we ran it about as well as we could have, with the exception of not playing that ridge correctly. I thought we did pretty well.
So I still think we should go from the side to give the archer more space.
Yeah,
Obviously enough.
I would agree.
Yes, I
Uh,
agree.
And less trees to get in my fucking way and freaking hills.
I think the
They
left
may
side will be
hinder you,
better.
but they also help us
It's
too.
it's a two-way street.
Hinder my
It's-
movement, but they help with my safety.
So we could go with the right side, whereas the ridge, but it's easier for the archer to get cut off. But of course, he can just move at that point. I think maybe the right is the best way.
Yeah. This side seems best.
Okay, you're gonna attack from this direction. Very well. That's how we will pick up next time. All of the beans are on the table here. The victor of this particular battle will almost certainly be the victor of this campaign on Planet Persistence. Our heroes are down some weaponry. The Axeman is down an axe and an arm. Munitions are starting to get low for some of you.
I haven't used any.
I got lots of munitions.
You literally also do not have any. Okay, so we're just down a couple waves of LRM, so make sure you're tracking them.
Yeah, I need to change that number on my sheet.
I think
Uh,
Rad shot his AC-20 maybe twice.
Twice. Yep.
So he
Twice.
still has 8 shots. So I
Yeah,
think
so
we're
you
still.
have 24
Well-
rounds of ammunition, and you've already fired it like 3 times each, so that's like down 6 or something.
I still,
Anyway, if you're down to 14, that means you can only fire 7 more times, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah,
Yep.
So choose your shots.
I will choose my shots more
Your
wisely.
next words carefully.
I still have all my SRMs, so I'm good
Do
there.
we? Yeah. I was going to ask if there are any LRMs that haven't been converted into NARC LRMs in
Nope,
the.
they're all
campaign.
clan. First
Well,
off, they're
no.
clan ammunition, and they're also narc
Fair.
LRMs. So
Fair enough.
Can't use them. We don't have any reloads on our dropship.
Couldn't we? Because I know the dropship has a bunch of LRMs.
That's true. We could try and get
I don't know.
reloads because we're close by for certain items. That
Might want to actually not do that in case we actually need to, use that dropship to protect our butts.
I only need 10 cases of freaking LRMs to fully load up. I don't know how many we have on
you have 0.
ship.
You have no spare ammunition or repair material.
Good God, we came in with freaking.
So I have to double check and make sure you guys can strip enough from everywhere to make sure you're all healed up, but I think you'll be okay. So that's it for this particular episode. Next time it's gonna be really scarily bad. After the battle, you'll have the day to salvage and then load yourselves on the dropship and get the fuck out of the planet.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of scrap to pull off if.
You don't know that you'll have a lot of scrap to pull off because you could blow
Hopefully.
up all of the enemy mechs.
I said hope. I say hopefully.
Sure.
I mean, that's still kind of fine with me.
Because we did do good on these two, on the other two mechs.
They
Did
blew
we
up.
lose like the entire summer?
At this point, I'm mostly just concerned about survival.
Yeah, that's
Just living would be good.
Well, I meant, yeah, we've got good salvage from the mech repair bay.
Sure.
How freaking two knock beacons and a bunch of freaking knock LRMs. They're like gold, liquid.
Yeah, sure. If we live.
Yeah, it's if we live.
If we live.
But yeah, we're in good hands for now.
You're good, neighbor. Safe farm is there. All right, so let's do some outros, y'all. Sid, let's start with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I did not die, which was amazing to me. I thought for sure I was going to, but not dying is always a good feeling. And I didn't lose my mech, which is an even better feeling. So all in all, good days. Tomorrow, hopefully I will be able to finish either I have like 4 news articles to work on and a Battletech review that I have to put out. And Saturday we have Stars Without Number, Sons of Gold that we'll be playing. So don't forget to come back here on Saturday to check that out. And if you haven't already, hit the follow and all that stuff so you can see when it goes live. And yeah, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel if you haven't already, youtube.com/SidAlpha, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, everywhere. I'm all over the place. You might have heard of me. Yeah. So give it a try. And thank you so much for watching.
Red, what do you got?
I just noticed how accurate Bandito's character sketch is to what Pondo is actually wearing. It almost.
I did it on purpose, actually.
Did you? That's pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
I need to wear a tie.
No, I did it on purpose. Don't worry.
I need to wear a tie.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to make the hat black just so you can be even closer. I'm Raddosaurus. You can catch me on Arthur's Discord. You can basically all the conversations that we have as part of our intros and outros can all be continued and often are continued in Discord. So if you want to chit chat with us there, I think we all have a pretty strong presence and communicate with folks on Arthur's Discord. I'm sure somebody was posting it down in the chat somewhere at some point. Other than that, I had a lot of fun tonight. I'm glad I got to use my axe before it was destroyed. That was pretty cool. That's kind of what I expect, right? I expect that thing will probably.
I mean, that was a lucky shot to take that arm off.
Yeah. Yeah, we got hosed pretty bad by a couple of lucky shots in this combat as a whole, but that's kind of how I.
And this is the first time I think that you guys have experienced being damaged going into the next combat.
I think you might be right,
especially versus a set of fresh mechs.
Dude, I've gone into multiple combats missing half of my mech.
Yeah, there was the time where it was we fought a hunchback in a a Jenner. It was a different variant though, and then we went into a fight between.
You're right.
And like the crab got really
Phil,
messed
it's
up.
never
and we lost
good,
the
is
matchup.
it? It kind of
No.
sucks really bad.
No.
So yeah, I had a good time. I enjoyed our combat. I think this time went a lot better than the first half of the first part of the combat. I think I'm learning that early on, I felt like every turn where I couldn't shoot was a wasted turn, and now I'm definitely feeling like while it may not be as fast paced and entertaining, there's a lot of value in playing the defensive game and moving the pieces around the board and having turns where nobody shoots can actually be pretty important. Like I guess I'm learning more about the game, and I'm realizing as I get more experienced with it, I'm learning that you shouldn't always try to shoot every round. It's not always the best plan. Sometimes being where you can't hit anybody and nobody can hit you is far superior than trying to like crank off that round or two. And I think that's exactly how we played it at the end of this fight. And I think it paid off big time at the end. Like, I think the whole session today, I was shot once. That was it. There's literally one turn where my mech was shot. And
I mean, the whole combat was resolved in 2 rounds of actual fighting.
Yeah, and in that one turn, I was only shot by 1.5 mechs instead of 2 mechs. So I felt like we played our hand really well. We started in a disadvantageous position, and I think we were able to eventually, through patience, turn it in our favor as best we could. So I had to sacrifice my right arm to do it, but. So, I mean, we lived.
That's
such
some
as
very
life.
Odin shit right there.
Yeah. I got a bondsman. I'm really looking forward to interactions with this bondsman.
You're not going to get to keep him. You know that, right?
No, why not?
Your whole mission was to come here and take back personnel.
Oh, well.
Would he go willingly?
I'm going to smuggle him. I'm going to put him in my smuggler compartments.
It's like,
in your mech's crotch.
I want him.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I'll fight in tooth and nail to keep a bondsman.
I'll try and
happen. You have a contract to do exactly this.
The fact that he's also like such a valuable individual.
They don't have to know he exists.
I think they've seen him already.
I mean, I think we've made it clear that their rules do not apply to us. So
that's why I was like that's why I was like hesitant to talk about.
All right, I just want to remind you literally have a federated personnel on your dropship, and you're gonna be like, look, this is our new companion, Dimitri, and they're gonna be like, where did you find Dimitri? Why doesn't he speak with contractions?
I do not speak with them either.
Is he a clanner?
Yeah.
No.
I will go ask Dimitri, since clanners more or less don't
terrible
lie.
liars, so they would find out.
Oh,
easily.
Look, he's got a codex on his arm. That's weird.
No, that's fine. If I have to turn him over, I'll have to turn him over. But I'm gonna do what I can to stay in touch with this. I want to see if I can stretch this out to
a pen pals with Dimitri.
Bro Dimitri.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Send him messages in
interrogations
prison
going?
camp.
Well, I don't know how bondsman works, so like I don't know if I can like work a deal where I can like pay his parole at some point after he's been like interrogated all to hell. I could get him back or something. He could be like under house arrest under like, my
a
charge or
layaway
something.
plan for a bondsman.
I'm gonna do the paperwork to start a corporation and be like an official halfway house, so that like I could apply to have him sent back to me. No, I have fun. I was hoping for a little bit more of an effect on destroying the ammunition center. So now I'm not sure if that was the best use or if we should have just kept the long tom.
Let's be clear here. In the long term, there's no chance of you holding this planet, right? Like, you're literally outnumbered by clan mechs, and
that was never
lost a whole fucking dropship. However, loss of that facility is going to be major on a campaign strategy level. The clans didn't bring like infinite ammunition with them to the inner sphere, so making new ammunition is a priority. A lot of their mechs prioritize autocannons and missiles simply because they do more damage than lasers. Losing that facility, the only one on this planet, basically means they have only the reloads that they have left. They're never going to see more ammunition.
So
they're
we've
going
hit
to have
them
to
in the
start
long
swapping
term.
over to laser equipment or just have empty guns.
Or
Yeah,
abandon
so
the planet.
even if we lose
Plus,
the
there
battle,
was-
we'll still win the war.
Yeah,
when
in
it comes
long
to this
term,
planet.
this has been a critical and crucial victory.
So plus whatever they lost a whole fresh mech, which is huge.
I mean, yeah, but
Plus
it was
whatever-
only 35
It was a
tons.
light mech, but
I mean,
Um,
still,
You're like, it was a
it's
clan light
35
mech, so
ton.
that's like 2 Inner Sphere assaults.
I guess I
That
didn't.
was a-
I didn't realize how the
It's
turn
at
stuff
least a
worked.
medium, you know.
yeah.
Hell,
So
that's
I
I
whatever
mean, this
equipment
is
they
your
had in there.
second time taking a turn. I
Hell,
didn't think
Yeah,
you'd be.
I didn't know we were going to land ourselves at like a -3. Like, I guess if I had known better how this math and turn system worked, I may have made different decisions. So I felt a little sideswiped by that. Not that you're like out to get me, but just because I didn't understand.
Well, I mean,
like,
I kind of told you guys ahead of time that
Yeah,
if
you
you
did.
didn't, if
You would be
if
caught
you
out.
were in anything other than a defensive or offensive position, you get caught out, and it's bad.
I mean, I might have.
It's not like you had a choice here. Like,
Sure,
Yeah,
I
we
should
really
have maybe reserved one lance to do like to set up like a defensive position.
We
Yes.
needed to take the mechs down to have them repaired, though.
Exactly,
There really
so,
wasn't
like-
anything we could do.
Since the only fresh mechs we had was like the swayback and the
Wait, we have a swayback?
Wolfhound. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, you have a sway back in the other lance.
Nice.
All right, so if you had been on a defensive or offensive position, it would have been a breakthrough scenario. We wouldn't have rolled for attacker. They were literally attacking. Attacking players' forces have become trapped behind enemy lines. To reach safety, they must cross the map and get through defenders' forces.
So they would have just tried to be crossing the map.
Yeah, but they would have been at a disadvantage in the process.
Because we would choose first. But
You would
which
choose
way?
first. And they would literally be restricted in the number of units they could bring into the battlefield.
As it is, though, it's going to be
It's a straight up battle.
It's a 2 versus 4 and a 2 versus 3,
No.
right? Didn't you say
It's
that
3
there were
versus 4? There are 3 mechs
3
coming
versus
versus
4
your
and
lance.
2 versus 3.
You gave them the vehicle lance, so with the pack rat, it's 2 versus 4 for them and 3 versus 4 for you guys. 3
So
versus
we're-
3 for you guys. No, wait.
We have
You
4.
got the Wolverine. Yeah,
have
it'll be
4.
all right. So it's 4v3 and 4v2.
Okay.
Yep. That's where we're at.
Should be
Pondo,
interesting.
let's do some outros.
It was good. It was good. I quite enjoy it. Interactions were pretty good for tonight. Definitely got to see like how the outlook of everything between a couple of characters. Like McGurk is pretty much military all the way.
Dirk went ham. I mean,
Yeah.
I want to point out that Howler had the exact same reaction in listening. Like half their age.
It's understandable.
Age and experience are 2 very different things.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying to
think
do
they
the
still
new.
had the most experience though.
I'm trying to do the new professional McGurk.
New professional McGurk is.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You're in charge.
And the way Benny was going towards like, we pretty much how Old Crow was seeing us as like a family type of thing.
Yeah, you
I think
are
that's
doing-
good.
See, that's
Yeah.
the thing. You're doing a surprising amount of leading for someone who is like one of the lowest ranked Mechwarriors. You're like, all right, I'm doing all of the tactical work, plus I'm getting everybody on our side, and I'm giving
Well, I
advice. Deathwish
Yeah.
is like, I'm in the hospital for the 6th
I'm in the
time.
hospital. Yeah, I'm always in the fucking hospital.
I used to be always in the hospital. I'm,
Might as
I'm
well
making
call
up
him
for it.
Bullet Magnet. His new call sign Shrapnel.
That's kind of like how, after Benny was like, okay, so what happened back in, I can't remember what the planet was where the first clans attacked.
Oh, Sluis?
Yeah,
Thorin.
Thorn.
One of
Bruce, that
those.
was bad. Probably, should fix my rep. It's just a damn shame that all those guys died.
English, what do you got for us on the outros?
Well, I'm Englishmudkip. You can follow me at the links below at Englishmudkip on Twitter and Englishmudkip on Twitch. I will be streaming tomorrow. So I'll probably be streaming if I can get it working Monster Hunter on my PlayStation, because I need to get all that sorted out. But yeah, I play retro games and some modern games. And you can find me here every Thursday. This is the first campaign game I've played with AP and the guys. I'm somewhat of a wild card because he's never played with me. That's me.
Very well. I am also a wild card insofar as I always do things by the book. Probably.
You're a goody two shoes.
That's what makes me wild.
Mostly.
Friday night, we're doing Stardew Valley multiplayer. Saturday night, we're doing
I will
Sons of
warn you
Gold,
with-
where they finally get off this fucking planet where they've had nonstop conversation for 3 episodes.
I will warn you, the multiplayer for Stardew is a bit finicky.
Okay. Sunday night,
I
we're
played it.
back for more Blades in the Dark, Burning Wheel style, where we find out who will be the new Prince of All Saiyans. And then Monday, we're back for Cancol, where Sid and I will play young women who are also ships.
And I'll get
Guns.
way into the board game, way too far into the board game again.
Listen, you don't have to lie. You're way more into getting massages. All right, it's fine.
It's true. It's true.
You're like Grandas with hot springs.
Actually, I want to get the headset.
Oh, you want to
God.
get
I
the
would wear
Nagato
that.
headset?
Yeah, I'd wear that.
With a little command bridge.
I would not lie. I would wear that as well.
Sid, if they have it, I'm halfway tempted to. Pay
I already
for it
looked.
for
I
you.
couldn't find it.
I ordered an Ambrose hat, so
You know, I'm not surprised.
that's it for us, guys. Is everybody back next week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then it will be
Yes.
time to resolve the third part of the battle for persistence. Can they bring the raid of technology off, or will they be completely destroyed for their foolish hubris?
And then we come back for season 3.
Why do you think season 2 is going to be so short? It'll just be season 2.5 where you guys play Clan Mechwarriors. And you're like, hey, remember when we fucking destroyed those Crows Black dudes? It's
Yeah,
us,
man.
Team Jade Falcon. Caca!
Oh, P.S. I forgot. Now that you're excited about next week, we won't have a show next week because I won't be here.
Is that true?
Yeah, I actually have to go to Chicago for a wedding next week.
Then we'll be back in 2 weeks for this
Traitor.
exciting,
I
dramatic.
just remembered. I'm sorry.
Well, we might do a one-off.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that one. I mean, I
Do
literally
the clan
just got
mech
this
fight.
popped on me.
Killing the Crows Black.
I mean, obviously, we
Hooligans.
just need to have another episode of Cane Cole while Rad's out.
Yeah, with special guest.
I mean, there's always the secret agent Crows Black.
Oh, that's right. We could do parallel
never
universe
did
secret.
that.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to give you guys experience. Who got kills this episode?
Me.
Hey, Brad and English.
Well, considering I ejected right at the beginning of the episode.
Well, English
Survey
technically
gets
got-
20
Literally.
Oh, that's right. No one got a kill except for English. He's the only one who killed
Well, I
Pilot.
mean, don't they get XP for taking out mechs?
Oh, I'll allow it.
I think English still gets only 2 because he took down the adder. And
So English gets 26, Rad gets 25, and everybody else gets 20.
did Rad get a kill?
Didn't Rad
Killed the
kill
summoner.
the summoner?
Oh, did you
Yes.
finish it off?
Yeah. I mean, he
Okay,
ejected
so I have
because
four.
he was like, "Oh no, I
English
literally
got his
have-
extra point for murdering the dude that was bringing him good news.
I did not know, so yeah, no. Goldstag does not like being threatened.
That's what you get for being a murder hobo.
I did not. Hell,
Well, that would
If he-
explain why I got headshotted right in the beginning.
If
Here
he-
I am in my glass house.
if he stated that he had information about my family, I would have happily told him to sit the fuck down and tell me everything he
Maybe
knew.
it was a surprise.
So next episode we'll be back with Sid, Pondo, and English probably doing an alternate universe where they are all members of a counter-terrorist team, counter-insurgency team led by Lieutenant Crimson.
The best timeline.
the best time.
I mean, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Lieutenant Crimson and Bandito are married. And that
Oh, God,
Very
no.
well.
Please, no.
one.
We
Have a
ship
good
it,
night.
but we never continue.